Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very tough video to make. Sometimes I do or say things that rub people the wrong way. They're a bit outrageous. They upset some people, like this poster of One Direction that I put up to sell my tour dates in Australia after someone leapt from something. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I got a lot of hate for that. A lot of people saying, oh, I can't believe you do this or make a joke about this. Really? Me? You couldn't believe that I did that? Okay, you're on the wrong channel, big fella. Anyway, I think that this video today is going to ruffle some feathers. It's going to upset some people. My opinion on this may upset you, but I want you to hear me out. And from the outset, I want to make it absolutely clear that everything that happens in this video, I'm absolutely against. I think it's reprehensible. In fact, it's about violence. And I think that violence is despicable. I don't think anyone should be violent towards anyone. Not even when it's this bloke, this cyclist. I cannot condone that enough. No, I don't. No condoning. Zero condoning. But today's video is not about cyclists, unfortunately, and how much we hate them. It's about this horrific footage of a man breaking a woman's jaw with a single punch in Melbourne. Okay, I saw this the other night. I couldn't believe it. A dude punches a woman in the face. She falls to the ground. Horrific injuries. Craziness. A 19-year-old woman has left with a broken jaw after being punched in the face by a man in a disgusting street attack after the footy or football. It's a sport, right, if you're not from Australia. An awful event. Awful. And I've seen it a couple of times now, this footage, and every time I see it, I go, oh, that's horrible. Because violence against women, as we all know, is horrific. And any man that raises their hand to a woman is a piece of shit, all right? Except, of course, if you're in the boxing, in the Olympics. Allegedly. But honestly, if you punch anyone, you're an idiot, all right? Not only is it foolish, but what if they fall and hit their head and then they die and you end up in jail? Over what? A slight argument? Fucking grow up. Now, we've spoken about what's going to happen in the video. So let's sit down and watch it.
A man is being questioned by police after a young woman's jaw was broken on a night out in Melbourne.
Wow. This man has had his face shown to the world. And he's been labelled a terrible person, a violent man, an aggressive thug, which he deserves. All right? Don't hit people, dickhead. But, and this is where you may lose faith in me, but, I don't know, I may have seen her do something to him just before he did that horrible thing to her. Let's just go back a tiny little bit and rewatch that. She fucking hit him first. She hit him. And no one mentions it. This was all over the media in Australia, in all the newspapers, online, on the news, all right? And no one mentions the fact that he was punched in the face, struck in the face by her first, allegedly.
You can see from this vision, young British tourist Poppy, she's here in Australia to celebrate her 20th birthday, and she was enjoying a night out here in busy Swan Street, Richmond. That is when she has encountered a group of footy fans.
This young woman who had her jaw broken should never have been assaulted, but nor should have he. All he's done is wave a flag in your face, and even if you're on the opposite team, you support the other team. Whatever, you don't punch someone in the face just because they wave their flag in your face, you fucking idiot. Obviously, I'm no expert on the law, but could you get this guy off on self-defense? I mean, it's right there on the tape. He instigates it by waving a flag, but the appropriate reaction to someone waving a flag in your face is not to fucking hit them in the fucking face, all right? It's not at all. It's to say, fuck off, mate, leave me alone, go away. Or not say anything at all, just go, okay, obviously this bloke's a dickhead, just walk away. But no, she hits him in the head, allegedly. The broken jaw is terrible, but here's a hot tip. If you don't want to get a broken jaw, if you don't want to get punched, if you don't want to be in a violent interaction, don't start it, all right? You should never hit women, but women, you should never hit men. Simple.
One of those has waved a flag or a scarf in her face. She's retaliated, but that is when this man has punched her in the face.
What retaliation did she do, though? She punched him in the face too.
She's gone flying to the ground. She required emergency surgery as a result to insert 2 titanium plates in her fractured jaw.
And that sucks and that's awful, but don't start it. Where is the difference between a man punching a woman and a woman punching a man? Is there a difference? I'd argue yes. I think obviously because a man is a bigger creature, punching a woman is often much more disastrous. And I don't think this is why men shouldn't do it, right? If you're a good dude, you would never do that. You would never do that to anyone, let alone a woman. I know this is a little bit of me being a right-wing type of dude and being a bit old-fashioned, but don't punch chicks. If they've got a vagina, don't punch them. Simple. But to blindly ignore what she did seems a little bit outrageous. And it would appear that the public agrees. This is from Reddit, from Grey Smoke. Well, Poppy, this is why you don't punch random strangers on the street. A pretty basic, simple rule to follow in life. Transsexual, who we can all rely on, said, yeah, clearly punches him first. It's a bit disturbing how it's not mentioned or acknowledged in the story at all. And absolutely, everywhere I looked, it wasn't acknowledged. They said that she retaliated. They basically insinuated that she did nothing wrong. That this guy was a monster. And he is a prick. He's a prick. He shouldn't have fucking done that. But at least mention that she did a little something.
She also had to have extensive dental surgery. Here's Poppy.
I can't remember what it was that he said, but I was just like, oh, and just like went to like push him away to just be like, leave me alone.
Hang on, go back. Let's watch her say, leave me alone. She just, look, no, all she said here is leave me alone.
And just like went to like push him away to just be like, leave me alone.
All she said was fucking, allegedly, leave me alone. Just fucking leave me alone, bro. That's how I say leave me alone. Just walking around just fucking go, hey, leave me alone. It would seem from the video, it certainly looks like, in my opinion, that you said leave me alone with your fist.
And just like went to like push him away to just be like, leave me alone.
Not a smart move. I'm not saying you deserve a broken jaw at all, but that's one hell of a push, love. Just for some more evidence of how ridiculous the coverage of this is. This is from Channel 9, one of the major news broadcasters here in Australia. Footage uncovered by Channel 9 shows a man appearing to wave a scarf in the face of Poppy and her friend as he walks past them. Poppy appears to have turned and confronted the man, interesting, who responds with devastating force. Yes, way too much force, but that's not a confrontation. That's a fucking assault, allegedly. This, of course, flies in the face of Australian media and the political landscape here in this country, where we are trying to prove that men are bad people, and all men are bad people for that matter. Toxic masculinity is something that we must avoid at all costs, and if any man is masculine, then they must be an evil piece of shit. This is a new ad from the Australian government, paid for by me, the taxpayer, that basically labels everything that men do on the internet or see on the internet as misogynistic and Andrew Tate-ish and etc, etc. A son and a dad walking down the street. Phone alert. Okay. Internet sounds. That's what happens when I go on the internet. There's dudes kicking a ball, sad faces.
Life is a war for status.
Life is a war for status. Oh, so that's like a bit of a quote, right? This is someone trying to motivate someone. Toxic, very toxic. Man, the superior gender. That looks like a fucking gay dude strip club. Why? Okay, fair enough. He's still walking.
Women don't want you to be kind.
Women don't want you to be kind. They want you to control them.
If you control as a man, you're a beta.
Okay, so see what I'm saying? This is what the Australian government's saying the internet is like for young men. And sure, there are dudes saying this type of shit on the internet, and they're fucking idiots. All right, but that doesn't mean that everything that is masculine is toxic or terrible or bad and to be avoided. Not at all. Only alphas get the girls. Probably.
Who are you texting?
I know you left me on scene.
You're gonna regret blocking me.
Yeah, and some dudes do shit like this, and they're fucking stupid. I was going to say the R word, but I thought I shouldn't. They're bad people. I'll say it on Rumble. Hello, YouTube. I just said the R word several times. Hey, this is just...
James, is everything all right?
Is everything all right, James?
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's nothing. I'm just being manipulated by the internet. Oh, we left a like.
Do you know what's influencing your kids?
Do you?
Learn the hidden trends of disrespect before they lead to violence.
I mean, they have a point. There are some disrespectful pieces of shit on the internet. Hello. But there also is many disrespectful people in the opposite way, trying to attack men for a whole manner of things, and I won't get into it in today's video because it's a long, long-winded road. But let's just have some transparency here. Everyone's a piece of shit to everyone. And when you go out and you make statements, ladies, I'm talking to you here about I hate men, don't you think young women who see that's a bad influence towards them? Perhaps, maybe if we all just did a little bit better, then maybe we'd be in a better place. Men behaving like criminals is never okay. It's not okay. And to plug my fucking book that has dust on it currently because of the building, not because it's unreadable, there's quite a bit about masculinity in this book and toxic masculinity and the entire fact of it being essential to young men. My book, I know I plug it way too much, and I saw a comment last week. Someone's like, oh, why do you have to plug your book? I don't know. It's because how I make money, you fucking dickhead. If you are a young person and you haven't read that book, I think it can absolutely help young dudes, older dudes, or any dude. So grab Betterman. It's on my website now. Ladies and gentlemen, in short, dudes, women, don't be a fuckwit. There you go. That's the end of the video. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. Toodaloo. Au revoir. Bye.